What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's Saturday morning. Rest of the family's out doing some shopping. Never remember which. There's my camera. Rest of the family's out doing some shopping at Costco. We've got a Friendsgiving that we're going to today, so I get to stay here and do some dishes. So join me while I do dishes. And for those that don't know, I watch a shit ton of this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. I watch a lot of his content. Got to take the rings off and maybe get my bracelet off. I don't know. Arthritic thumbs, sometimes they don't want to cooperate. So, but I watch a lot of this guy named Gary Vaynerchuk. Maybe you've heard of him. And there we go. That's a little better. I think a lot of people that try to get into the social media thing, over the years, it's very much always been about it's always been about finding that niche, finding the one thing to draw your crowd into, so to speak. And once I heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk a few weeks back, and I really started to take notice to how much truth there actually was to what he was talking about. Like, he actually kind of knows what he's talking about. And that is, we're really past the way that the algorithm is set up now, the way everything works now, is we're really past that era of like finding a single niche. That was probably really loud. Sorry. Finding a single niche to fit into, and it's really moved towards, what's the word that he used for it? Interest driven. And so I started seeing a lot of the more popular channels on YouTube, the popular pages on Instagram, and even TikTok. I do fool around a little bit, dabble in the TikTok world. I know I'm old, but I like it. It's kind of fun. And I started noticing that more and more of the content out there, individuals were not so much worried about that singular topic, that singular niche, and they're just doing all kinds of stuff. And I went, that actually makes a lot more sense, especially with how the algorithms have really changed and kind of evolved into what they are now. Where it's all about interests. And so the content that you see, you could see the same creator, but posting about several 10, 15, 20 different topics, so to speak. And it's finding those people that interact with and like that kind of content, rather than it being about your followers. So then I read another quote, and then I saw a video that had the quote in it, again from Gary Vaynerchuk. that called us out, kind of called us out, going, um, the only reason you're not creating content, the only reason why you're not posting, and I know it's a generalities kind of thing, but I think it holds a lot of truth, is we are worried about judgment. We're worried about, our friends or our family, maybe making negative comments about what it is that you're doing, or they might have a different opinion. And for some people that can be very, very difficult. And especially for younger people, I feel. As I've gotten older, I still struggle with it, but I feel like I have gotten better at not giving a fuck and just doing what I do because it's what I do. It's things that I like. It's things that I believe in. It is an ideology that I believe in. It's the way that I do things. And the way that I do things may not be the way that you do things. And that's perfectly fine. But I should not feel like my way is invalid because we have a difference of opinion. And so, with all of these things that I've been seeing in the Gary Vaynerchuk world, and a lot of other people have started talking about it too. Gary's usually at the forefront of a lot of this stuff, and do like I'm doing right now, kind of piggybacking on what he has mentioned, what his thoughts are on certain things, what direction things are going. And so I'm kind of doing the same thing. But I know that hearing for a lot of people, myself included, sometimes hearing it from somebody like a Gary Vaynerchuk, who's shush up, who's had a lot of his success in his life, worked his butt off to get to where he's at and to have what he has and to built what he's built. Oh, stop it, dogs. I know that it can be difficult to hear it from somebody like that. And so I figured I am the epitome of the average Joe. I know I have value. I know that I have thoughts and opinions that have value to myself and to others that may hear it. I have ideas and things that may enlighten somebody else or give somebody a different way to perceive things, think about things. But I'm jumping on the bandwagon, yo. I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I made a post over on Instagram a week or two ago, I think. I have spent the better part of like 15 years, 12 years, something like that, keeping the pipes and cigars and stuff separate from my music stuff, separate from my guitar repair stuff. And yes, I know the hair is very poofy today. I didn't put any product in it, so this is just a la natural. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna post it all in the same fucking place. Because not just because I heard a very loud voice in the influence community like a Gary Vaynerchuk, but I have seen it. I heard what Gary said and I looked for it. I researched. I researched the kind of the way the new algorithm is working. Sorry, pup. Um, I researched how the new algorithm is working. I researched, well, not really researched, but I spent some time on social media platforms, not really death scrolling like usual, but actually paying attention to what kind of content people are posting. And one creator is posting all over the map because most of us, whether we realize it or not, most of us have more than one interest. Most of us have more than one thing that we have valuable knowledge in. Most of us have more than one thing that we have a passion for, whatever that may be. But instead of trying to segregate it, instead of trying to keep it separated and keep it, so tightly niched in each space, I'm doing it all in one spot now because I think that there's a lot of people in all of the areas that I have passion for. I think that there's a huge crossover, and two, the way the algorithm works now, it doesn't really matter because if I post guitar repair stuff and you really don't interact with guitar repair stuff, you're probably not going to see my guitar repair stuff. But if you are interacting with pipes and cigar stuff, you're probably going to see my pipe cigar content. Same thing with singing. If you and music and recording and things, if you interact with other musicians, you interact with other content that is similar to that, then you're probably going to see what I put out there. So yeah, it just makes it so much easier where the algorithm is about what you're interested in, not about who you follow. I'm sure that who you follow plays a part in it, but that's no longer the top of the pyramid. That's no longer like the most important. So yeah. So whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Z TikTok, yeah, it's all just going to be in one place. Now, there's certain things that I will probably maintain separation from, and that is more business stuff. And as far as that goes, I mean like bands I'm in. We'll have our own accounts for those. Other areas of business that I'm involved in, whether it be consulting, our consulting firm or our cigar company, we will have separate accounts for those because those are businesses. But as far as me as an individual, you're going to get it all. You're going to see it all. You're going to have the ability to see it all. Whether you interact with it or not is going to depend on what you find interesting. And I really like that, though, about the algorithm, is there are creators that I have found recently that I probably never would have because I didn't realize that they had other content other than what I had seen in the past. Well, as it turns out, they've got other content. So, yeah. So yeah, I figured I would just throw up a video. I know here on the YouTubes, most of my content here has always been pipe cigar related. Yeah, it's gonna be everything. So any type of long format video, whatever it is, guitar repair, whatever, it's gonna be all on this channel here. So I will hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I know we got Thanksgiving coming up, and then Christmas. Things get a little stressful. Things get a little crazy. I know for me, this whole freaking year has been a crazy, just whirlwind. So hopefully you'll get some time to chill out, relax, take part in some of your hobbies, spend time with family, whatever you need to do to kind of recharge. But anyway, this is a 15-minute long video. It's long as shit. I've done a lot of ranting. Who knows if anybody's going to watch it? Don't know. But we'll see where 2026 goes with the way the whole social media thing is running these days. We'll see how it goes, and I'm going to have some fun with it, that's for sure. So anyway, all right, y'all, be good. I'll talk to you soon.